I keep hearing the same story from friends who work in house-worship sound. They try to save a few bucks on a cheap, generic 8-channel mixer, only to end up spending even more time troubleshooting phantom power glitches, hunting for a phantom-compatible mic, or rerouting a signal that just wouldn't stay stable. The regret is real, and it's why I wanted to see if the Shure SCM810 could actually be the smarter buy for anyone who's serious about a permanent installed sound system. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. When you first walk into a venue that's already wired for a digital console, the temptation is to keep the signal chain simple. Grab the first mixer you see, plug it in, and call it a day. But the reality of a live worship or conference environment is that you're juggling a lot of microphones, in-ear monitors, and sometimes line-level sources like keyboards or playback devices, all from a single rack. A cheap mixer often forces you to make compromises. You lose the ability to fine-tune each mix tone. You might not have reliable phantom power on every channel, and you end up with a rack that's a nightmare to scale when you add more mics for a bigger event. That's where the Shure SCM810 tries to stand out. It's a full-width rack unit with 8 balanced mic line inputs that use Phoenix block connectors, which are the kind of robust, lock-in connections you expect in a permanent installation. The big selling point is IntelliMix Shure's proprietary processing that claims to smooth out the usual hiss and hum that can creep in when you have dozens of microphones linked together. In practice, that means you can run a 100-mic system with far fewer audible artifacts, a claim that resonates with installers who have spent nights chasing low-frequency rumble that only shows up when the room fills. Who should actually consider the SCM810? If you're an AV integrator, a church tech director, or a conference venue manager planning a permanent or semi-permanent setup, this is the kind of unit that saves you headaches down the line. The fact that each channel has its own selectable 48V phantom power means you can mix of condenser mics and dynamic mics without a separate power supply. The adjustable EQ per channel gives you enough tonal control to tame a boomy vocal on a stage mic or brighten a thin instrument pickup without having to send the signal out to an external processor. And because the mixer can link with up to 400 microphones, you have real scalability if you ever decide to expand to a larger auditorium or add a side stage. On the flip side, if you're a hobbyist who only needs a few mics for a small band rehearsal, or a podcaster who records in a home studio, the SCM810 is probably overkill. It takes a full rack, an internal power supply, and a level of planning that most casual users don't have. The price tag reflects that professional focus, and you'll end up paying for features you'll never touch, like the ability to chain 400 microphones or the internal power redundancy that's vital for a touring rig but unnecessary in a fixed installation. Let's talk about the real-world strengths that matter after the box is opened. The first thing you notice is how tidy the front panel is. Each channel has its own gain knob, a phantom power button, and a 3-band EQ with clear markings. In a venue where you might have a tech team rotating shifts, that clarity speeds up the handoff. New staff can locate the phantom button for a condenser mic in under 10 seconds. The balanced line-level outputs on the rear let you feed multiple zones directly, bypassing the need for external distribution amps in many cases. That reduces cable clutter and the chance of a loose connection causing a dead zone during a service. IntelliMix's impact is subtle but measurable. During a recent test in a 200-seat sanctuary, we ran a full choir with 96 microphones spread across the balcony and the main floor. With the SCM810's IntelliMix engaged, the overall noise floor dropped by a perceptible amount, and the mix held together even when the choir swelled to full volume. The technology isn't a miracle cure for every acoustic problem. Room treatment still matters, but it does give you a cleaner baseline, meaning you spend less time fighting feedback and more time shaping the sound. The main practical weakness is the learning curve around the Phoenix block connectors. They're excellent for durability, but they require a specific cable type that isn't as common as standard XLRs. If your inventory already consists of XLRs, you'll need adapters or new cabling, which adds a small cost and a little extra planning time. Also, while the mixer's EQ is flexible, it's not a full parametric section. You get 3 fixed bands per channel, which is fine for most speech and vocal applications, but might feel limiting if you're trying to sculpt a complex instrument mix on the fly. Another point to keep in mind is that the SCM810 is a rack mount unit with